Hello everyone, Jared from BFG Games here, and I'm here today to show you guys Portal Stories Mel, which came out just this week on, I believe, Thursday. And I'm really excited. As you can see, I've already gotten into the game. I'm on Chapter 4, but we're going to start from the very beginning, and I believe today's video is just going to capture the essence of the story. So we're basically only going to be playing Chapter 1. And we may get into Chapter 2 depending how long this video goes on for, but let's get started and let's get right into the beginning. So, while we're setting up, I know that some of you probably understand that I have been gone for a while. This is all true. And, yeah, so I'm just going to be quiet while it's, you know, dialogue, stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of dialogue in Chapter 1, so not a lot of commentary to give because I prefer that you guys hear what's going on. There will be some times where I'm able to talk, but not a lot of them. There is quite a lot of dialogue in Chapter 1. So, as you can see here, some really nice screenshots. Yes, we're going to venture through these places that you see as these screenshots roll by. Now, it's going to take a minute to load up, and then it should start loading a little bit faster, but once we get started, you'll start to see that this is a very different Portal game from all the others. And so far, in my opinion, it's incredible. Its story is amazing, and its levels are not meant for beginners. I do not recommend getting this game if you just started learning how to use a portal gun. If you've only played the first game, don't. Play the second one, and then you should get the hang of it. But, you know, you can play Think of a Time Machine or Aperture Tag for this one, too. Whatever you feel is necessary. But I'm really happy with how this came along, because this is basically the essence of what Portal 2 was supposed to be.
Is this on? Yeah, okay. Greetings, astronaut, war hero, or Olympian. My name's Cave Johnson. And boy, do I have something to show you. You're here because you're the best the world has to offer. I don't say that lightly, mind you, so take that as one of the biggest compliments you'll ever get in your life, even if you don't know who I am. In the beginning, I started a shower curtain company, making asbestos-laden shower curtains for the military. But I kept dreaming bigger and better. And you know what? That dreaming became doing. Lots of doing. Which brought you here. You're riding into the little Michigan town of... wait. Where are we again? Okay, so... this town doesn't have a name yet, as we're the ones who built it, but that doesn't matter. Point is, you're riding now, and you'll soon be Aperture Science Innovators. We're still getting some of this stuff together, but there's a lot of science we can do in the meantime. You've been selected from a large group of candidates for a special test in our temporary testing areas. When the train arrives at the station, head into the town and into the Aperture building. Don't worry, you'll know where it is. You'll get some more pre-recorded messages once you're there. Now, get ready to do some science. For now, though, we're going to put on some nice music for you. Enjoy the ride.
This is a nice little trolley car. Amphetamines keep you testing efficiently.
All right, you're now arriving at Aperture Central Station. Wait. Chris, how do you spell station? Okay, think about that for a second. Okay. Does station have an extra O before the I? Alright, listen to me. Pack your things. Because you're fired. Get out of my office. Out. Get out. Out of my office. Oh, I can't re-record this.
So that's an interesting little intro about how Cave Johnson ran his company. They're very handy with the "you're fired" stamp, in my opinion. So as we're waiting for this to load, I have never seen an opening to a Portal game that has been ever so detailed in my life. In fact, this is the first Portal game where you get to see the outside world. And that is what we'll be venturing a little bit through in a moment here. Another thing that you should note is the symbol. Very different from the other symbols you see in other games. And here we are.
Now, as I said before, there's a lot we're still working on. Just watch your step on the way out, and as a reminder, Aperture Science Innovators is not responsible for any injury you sustain, up to and including death by exposure to cosmic ray spallation. Don't worry, though, we haven't had an accident like that in 3 days. Sorry. Maybe about 3 minutes.
The little detail that I noticed is that there's a guy over here sleeping. Yeah, another great thing, an amazing thing about this game is that oh no, the toilets are out of service. Great thing about this game is the amount of detail that these guys put into it. This is a free game. All you have to do is, I believe you have to have Portal 2, which is like $20, but then you can also get this because this is a mod built off that game with its own twist to the extreme. Alright, superconductor test. Superpower or super tumors or both? Yeah, nope. I'm not doing that. Science spheres. Now with asbestos. Propulsion gel. Tastes like science. And here we get to see the outside world.
Here at Aperture Science Innovators, we love to give back to the community. So, instead of just giving back, we made our own community. Entirely made out of Aperture Science malleable concrete, on top of the salt mines. And that's exactly why you shouldn't touch the walls or stomp your feet either. Last thing we need is to touch up a dent in the wall because someone was too hands-on.
So you can see, you know, this is during the 1950s, as you can tell by the name of the chapter, 1952. Very well done. Very, very well done. Look at all this detail. I mean, it's nothing huge for an outside world, but it's the first of its kind. And for the first of its kind, they did amazing, you know, even for its differences in, you know, how we tend to picture Aperture. But this is definitely what I would think Cave Johnson would be crazy enough to do with the amount of money that he has, and the amount of money he likes to use.
I told you it was easy to find. You have found it faster than any test subjects on record. That's not good. Just head through the door on the right to the elevator. You'll know where to go.
Know your allergens: pollen, animal dander, plastics, antimatter. Yeah, I think anyone was allergic to antimatter just because antimatter, you know, just the fact that it's antimatter. Your guided tour representative for today is Caroline. And for those of you who don't know the story of Portal, spoiler alert. Caroline, she died, and they put her they basically took her brain and figured out a way to put it into a computer, and she's GLaDOS.
I got someone. I got doubled down. Wow, 28. Yeah. Double down. This is amazing. Wow.